Welcome into Raiders franchise. We are fresh off a dominating win. As all audio things look like they are working, it is capturing the game audio. But fresh off a dominating win against the Broncos, where we did lose a couple key pieces to injury. We will be without Ash and Jeanty for multiple weeks. And then tacking on to add insult to injury. On defense, Trent Simpson is also hurt. We will be starting Tommy Eichenberg and Devin White as our two main linebackers this week. I might actually move Isaiah Simmons into Mike linebacker. Isaiah Simmons might be told to move in. In fact, that's exactly what I'm going to do. Isaiah Simmons is going to play some Mike linebacker for us. Walls is going to be playing true safety. I'm going to slot him back. Bennett can get that spot. But Dylan Lauby's going to get some chances as... where's that rookie kid that we drafted? We might have cut him. I don't know. We had a rookie running back that we did draft, but... unfortunately, we'll be without two of our best players till week 7 is when Jeanty... actually, no, Jeanty will come back after week 7. So when we're done with the Vikings game, Jeanty will be back. Trent Simpson will be out one more game after that, but we will be getting Darren Porter back. In terms of trying to stop the Chiefs' offense, it's going to be difficult as we had 1 turnover and 2 punts, and that's all they needed to win by 10, right? Like, if you have an empty possession, and they missed a field goal too. So, if you have a single empty possession, the game is done. And it's unfortunate how that ends up working out, and it's truly what happens, is that whenever you play the Chiefs, if you have an empty possession, you lose the game. So, we will be looking to try and split the season series against them like we did the Broncos. But that will be a tougher task than just splitting it against the Broncos when we only lost the first game of the year by a singular yard. And we'll have no running game to help us here today against the Chiefs. So actually, I should probably change my offensive game plan. We do have a press conference that we can go to. A little bit of media availability directly before this game. Press conference for week 5. Good to see you. Coach, we're 5 weeks in. Do you feel like you have a solid idea of how good your team is going to be? Yes, of course. I've seen flashes of how good this team can be. If you're looking, how many wins you see and think this team can finish with? I think we can win 10 games. We'll check back in after the season's over. To say that a team that won 4 games last year, and saying that winning 10 or 11 isn't good is astounding to me. Like, if you were to say that the Chiefs, right, you felt like the Chiefs were only going to be good enough to win 10 to 11 games, that's disappointing. If you're saying a team that just finished 4-13, it would be disappointing if they finished 10-7 or 11-6. That's insane. This game is so stupid. We have another whiteout here in Allegiant Stadium where our franchise quarterback, Mike Davis, is looking to add another elite game to his resume. He was pretty good in that Chiefs loss, and he was fantastic in that Broncos win. We will have to outduel one of the best teams in football year in and year out, the undefeated 4-0 Kansas City Chiefs. We'll have our work cut out for us as we will not have two of our top 4 best players, as it looks like we will be starting off with the ball. Thornton getting hyped up to return this kick, as I don't know why it would show it like we're going to be kicking it off and then we're not kicking it off. Very strange graphic, but we'll be sending it away to the Chiefs, as I was getting all hyped up to start the game with a return. And this will be returnable for, I believe that is Battle, we found out a couple weeks ago, as he gets absolutely smashed. Well, I believe that's a Marnie Burney. And out comes Patrick Mahomes. Honestly, some great stats there by Mahomes. Truly MVP level. I don't know why they made him walk like that in this game. They have him walking so stupid. Nakobe Dean. He's going to be our main linebacker for today's game, as it's a quick throw over the middle to Kelsey. A lot of bodies there. It's kind of lucky it didn't get deflected by somebody. Gain of 16 on the first play of the day. The wide receiver comes in motion, and that's going to be fitted into a tight space. Mahomes already dissecting the defense. First and 10 from the 33-yard line. And Kelsey's got a big play over the middle. They're just finding zone beaters at this point. We can't be in two places at once. They're just making routes that avoid our zones. Kelsey coming into a slight motion. And Mahomes is going to take off up the middle, and he has a wide open touchdown. Well, that's not admittedly how you'd want to start a game defensively. But okay. Tommy Eichenberg getting his first snap of the game on a field goal block. That's just an ugly first drive. Like, there's nothing much more I can say than just how ugly that was. We were getting picked apart in the secondary. And then as soon as we had good coverage, Mahomes just took off for it. As Thornton is going to get back to the 30-yard line. And Mike Davis coming out for his 5th career NFL game. The numbers over those 4 games have been fairly good. A couple 2-interception games. A couple of them not necessarily his fault. When yet again, interceptions is not a receiver stat. It is a quarterback stat. This is going to be a zone coverage, and it's a double linebacker blitz. We're going to throw it across field. Zach Betch breaks one tackle. An insane play by Jack Betch. I love to just call him Zach, and I don't know why. As this looks like it's man coverage. So we're just going to try and get that away. There's nowhere we could go with the ball. Nobody came open. The DBs ran stride for stride with all of the receivers. And Lauderdale has a fun route if that safety crashes, which he probably won't, as we're going to go to Thornton over the middle. Thornton's got the first down yards. Thornton could be a huge piece for us today to try and take down this Chiefs unit, as we have 4 receivers out there. Zamir White in the backfield. We're going to go quickly to Thornton, who's got another catch and another first down. Back-to-back balls to Thornton, and that's going to move the chains. A zone play here. We're going to go quickly out to Brock Bowers, who cannot hold on. It's going to be broken up by McDuffie. Lauderdale on a corner could be interesting. I want to see what that safety does. We're going to throw it up to Lauderdale. Come down with it. I believe he does. Into the red zone is the Raiders offense. It will be a booth review, and it will not be overturned. A monster play for Lauderdale. Lauderdale has just been huge for us on the year. I'm going to put our speedster tight end Ortega on that wheel route, as we could have gone to Brock Bowers. I didn't want to risk throwing it, and Mike Davis will get a nice carry of 8 yards on that play. Our offense is moving fairly well, as Amir White will come in motion. I'm looking at Batch quickly. I'm going to go to Bowers quicker. We got 1st and goal from the 5. I'm going to move Lauderdale over. He's going to have press coverage. I just want you running a quick corner, Lauderdale. Quickly out to Brock Bowers. His foot was out of bounds. I don't know why you'd kick your foot out on that play, but that is overall a decision you can make. That instead of catching a ball, you can kick your leg out. As this looks like it's a zone. We're going to Brock. Brock has the touchdown. We've tied this game back up. Brock Bowers found the wide open hole in the zone for the touchdown. AJ Cole to send it off, as that's how we're going to have to beat this Chiefs defense today. We're going to have to make quick, smart decisions with the football. A lot of quick passes. A lot of quick checkdowns and easy reads. Because we aren't going to be able to run the ball as efficiently, as we actually only had one quarterback scramble as the run play for that drive, as that's dropped over the middle. Pacheco trying to catch it through bodies, lost sight of the ball, and that ball's going to end up falling incomplete. It's going to be a drop. Hard catch to concentrate through, as that's a check down, as Wiley destroyed us last time, and he just eats 3 hits before finding his way out of bounds at the 45. It's honestly insane how that backup tight end has honestly been better than Travis Kelce has on the season series. So that's a quick pass, as Stokes can just not. We don't have anyone that can cover Xavier Worthy. We can't play man, because we don't have the personnel to keep stride for stride. And we definitely cannot play zone, because Mahomes will just sit back and pick us apart. And that is going to be a monster play. He just floated it up. And Xavier Worthy is going to be down inside the 20-yard line. Down to just inside the 10-yard line, as they have chose not to even run the ball yet either today. Pacheco in the backfield, tight end in motion. We're going to try and get home. Wiley with a touchdown. No one has good enough pursuit angles to get there. As Harrison Butker is about to send this off, we need to have a long drive here that eats into the second quarter. It means if we give the Chiefs 10 drives, this will be a 70-point ball game. And the way this is going right now, we might end up giving them another drive by how quick these offenses have moved in the first 7 minutes. So we're going to go quickly out to Thornton, who's got the first down and just a little bit more, down to the 37. We should probably try and run clock off just a little bit, as there's now 2 minutes left in the quarter. You can't hang with Thornton, so I'm going to send Thornton deep. Thornton wins. Throwing it up to Thornton. He's got it. Thornton, touchdown. It's tied back up. I remember I said I wanted a long drive, but if you have a one-play touchdown to Dante Thornton Jr., you have to exploit it. He is so fast, you cannot cover him with just a normal corner. The ball was a little bit overthrown, but no one was close enough to even touching him to make it a dropped pass. Thornton hugging it out with some of his defensive teammates, as he just had a monster play to tie this one back up. The kick is about to be away from AJ Cole. Sending it back off to Royal here again. And he's going to be brought down at the 26-yard line as Mahomes comes back out. We're going to try and find a way to stop Mahomes and this elite Chiefs defense. Or this Chiefs offense. They're going to take off and run the ball. We're going to be able to get home, but it's a 3-yard run. Isaiah Pacheco's had a couple good weeks in a row. Dominated us on the ground the last time we met. And then looks like he also dominated on the ground last week. I'm going to go hop into cover 4. We have a lot of athleticism on the field here in this set. As Pacheco is going to get absolutely blown up as soon as the ball was thrown. It's 3rd and 6. And we do not have time like that. We're going to have to try and dial up something a little bit better that we like. It's 3rd and 6. Mahomes is going to take off, and we're not going to be able to get there as he breaks one tackle. We played such good coverage, and then no one was able to get there. Concept. I want to see a real physical blitz. We're going to send a 0 blitz in. I don't remember what the defensive play was that we continued to run in that Broncos game for a hot minute. Should have added it to the favorites list as we're going to get home there. Baker's going to be the one getting home. As that was a pretty effective blitz. 0 blitz. I'm going to dial up just a normal zone, man-zone combo. As this looks like a run play from Pacheco. To give to Pacheco. We had him tackled in the backfield. He's going to get 7 out of it, as that might end this first quarter. As Pacheco is shaken up. He has exited the ball game. So we will have one more plays. Looks like it's Mitchell into the game. It's going to be a play-action pass. Kelsey is going to lose the first down yardage. He's going to go out of bounds after running backwards. That's how the first quarter's going to end, and we're going to get a defensive stop by pure chance. An absolute just prayer that we just got answered. As they're about to send this ball off, it's 4th and inches from the 46-yard line. The punt is off, and it's going to be a good one. It's going to go out of bounds at the literal inch line. Like, holy hell. You couldn't have drawn that up better if you tried. Okay, no, there's no chance. We're going to get brought down for a safety. As Zamir White's actually going to get a decent gain of 4 yards to get us to the 4-yard line. We were literally on the centimeter line, which is just a ridiculous punt. Quickly to Brock Bowers, who's got the first down and a lot more room to run. We're to the 26. We're going to want to try and take more time off this clock as Dylan Laube is checked into the game. I'm going to send Lauderdale deep. Dylan Laube's going to be on just a normal slant, and we're going to find out what this defense is made of. It's going to be made of us throwing the ball away. They played fairly good defense there. Was not about to do something stupid, as Jack Betch looks like he might have a wide open slant play. Instantly off the rip. He's got it. A 7-yard gain. Don't know what caused that play to be so close. As I'm going to try and run this ball up the middle with Dylan Laube. He's going to get a gain of 2. Fourth and 1. And Mike Davis is going to take off with it. He's going to slide down after getting the first down. That play scared me a lot when I saw Brock Bowers didn't come wide open. I'm going to be honest. As they have a safety playing directly over Lauderdale. Going to try and run out. Throwing it to Jack Betch, who's got a monster catch over the middle. Mike Davis's ability to run out of the pocket is, what are we doing, Jack Betch? He's doing some crazy dive rolls. So we're going to go to our favorites. And we're going to call up Dagger. The goal is to throw it to the end zone for Jack Betch. We're going to throw it up to the corner of the end zone. It is going to be knocked incomplete. Wanted to try and at least take a shot. Although it does not get completed. Stretching the field, showing that we can in fact do that today. So we're going to go to Brock Bowers, and he cannot hold on to that ball. It's going to fall incomplete. Brock Bowers needs to hold on to that. I'm sorry that that is a hard catch to make. But you need to make that. We're going to go to Jack Betch, who's going to get 7 yards out of that. And the game's going to tell us to go for it. And I kind of love that idea. We're going to go quickly. Brock Bowers holds on to that one. And we're just shy of the red zone as Brock Bowers is now leaving the game. Oh my God. It's just great news after great news now, isn't it? Dylan Lauby's going to get a gain of 3. He's holding his wrist, so it's probably not going to be good. As congratulations, Ortega. You're now tight end number 2. It's going to be 3rd and inches. And we still do not know. It's a torn pectoral. We'll miss the rest of the season. Great. It's great. It's great. It's so great. I'm going to go out to Michael Mayer, who's got us into the 10, inside the 10-yard line. I don't even know what to say anymore. If that's actually a season-ending injury, Zamir White's going to go in motion. We're throwing it up to Lauderdale. He's got it down at the 2. Stupid decision to throw that ball. As now Lauderdale's leaving the game. If he's hurt, I'm ending this game. Like, if it's about to say that now we're going to be without Lauderdale, I'm ending this game. As Zamir White's going to have a touchdown. The extra point is up and good. We're down now our next 2 best offensive pieces on what was a monster long drive. Oh my God. Bruce Sternum, thank God. He's only out for this game. The injury, I don't know if the injury slider's changed itself. But I thought I turned them down, and all they've done is gotten worse. Like, to have arguably our 3 best players all get hurt is ridiculous. It's absolutely ridiculous. 1st and 10, it's a play-action pass, and it's going to be picked off by Jeremy Chin! Jeremy Chin running to the outside! Mahomes is going to get the tackle! But Jeremy Chin with a huge interception! Flex on him, Chin! What a job by Jeremy Chin! As we're now back in business, the Chiefs turn it over. We're going to run this ball. It's a nice block by Thornton. And that frees up Zamir White to be able to get 4 yards on that play. Congratulations, Michael Mayer. You just became a lot more important to this offense. I'm going to try and step up with Mike Davis. I'm going to be sacked for a yard loss, which is admittedly not ideal. 3rd and 7 on the play. It's blitzing linebackers, throwing back over across the middle. I was going to try and roll out. Then I saw that we lost on the outside, and then I saw Thornton there. That was a very dumb ball. If I didn't roll out of the pocket instantly when I saw the pressure coming, that probably ends up being a touchdown. But instead, we will be held to a field goal. Now with a 10-point lead here with just inside of 3 minutes to go. And we do get the ball back to start the second half. If we can play good defense here, as Royal almost slithers through that hole. Patrick Mahomes coming out fresh off an interception. Might want to add that play to the favorites, as I feel like Jeremy Chinn's got a couple interceptions on that look. 1st and 10 from the 26-yard line. And that was who I was supposed to be on. I ran into one of their receivers. Not the reason why I completely whiffed, but there's 20-some seconds left before the 2-minute warning, as that will probably be the final play before it. And that will be the 2-minute warning. We are up 10 here early on the Chiefs. We still have plenty of time to screw it up. I have no doubt we have the ability to. If we can get another monster stop here, that would be definitely ideal. As Xavier Worthy has another catch with Stokes in coverage. I thought Eric Stokes was about to be hurt, and I was going to announce that we have won the Super Bowl. But that is slightly mean and slightly not true, as we are so thin now with any skilled players. As I will say, being a corner is a defensive skill position. It is hard to play corner. And we're going to pass commit on this. 2nd and 3. And they're going to take off and run it. We're going to get them behind the line of scrimmage. I'll call a timeout. I don't know if that's dumb or not. It's 3rd and 4 from the 36. I don't know if I want to pass commit or not. I'm going to end up not, as Worthy holds on to that ball. Probably shouldn't have called a timeout now in hindsight. But I wanted to try and see if I could get the ball back. Not immediately worried about it coming back to haunt us, but it's unfortunate right now as that ball is absolutely whistled to nobody. Mahomes loaded up and put everything on that ball to send it to a lucky fan in row G. 2nd and 10 from the 28. Kelsey coming in motion. He's going to go back to where he started. No one. Oh my God. Okay, somebody please tackle him. Please tackle him. Please tackle him. Held him in bounds at the 1. Oh my God. There's 16 seconds left. He's going to come down and catch that. That was just so bad. 8 seconds left. We have a chance for something. I'm probably going to send Thornton just on a go ball. Go ball and hope. Maybe we can get lucky. Maybe Jack Betch comes open for some reason. Or, and this has also been a possibility over the past 2 weeks, Jack Betch destroys his ACL. That is also very much an option. An option that I would not prefer, but an option that is probably most likely. As Jack Betch has one-on-one coverage to the outside. He sends you on a slant. That safety collapses. Throwing it up. If you want to come down with this one, Jack, because we're going to have 1 second left. Might as well uncork. As Thornton is going to be the one to run that go ball. His speed could be an issue as Thornton is wide open and it's just slightly overthrown. We'll see you for the start of the second half. We're about to get this ball back. We currently lead by 4 as Thornton is going to be given a runway to return this one. And Marnie Burney just threw 55 right into Thornton. As Mike Davis comes out, he has threaded the needle on balls today. That monster touchdown to Thornton, the touchdown to White, just in the flat. He has been, yet again, fantastic on the day as he's gotten his little white jersey a little colored up with some grass stains. As we're going to try and run this screenplay. Gonna go out to Zamir White. We're gonna cut it back in. He makes 2 men miss. He's gonna get the first down yardage on that. Impressive first play as they're panning over to Mahomes. Or who is that on the bench that just left? That might be Tranquil. Unsure of who just got hurt for the Chiefs. But with how many injuries that we've sustained today, I can't even say that that makes me sad or mad. It's truly just been awful. As Dylan Lauby's going to hold on to a hospital ball. Way to box out on that play. As they sent a blitz, immediately crashing in. And it's going to be Nick Bolton, the only linebacker, and it's going to be a linebacker blitz. Dylan Lauby is going to get 6 yards on that run. Because we now have a fullback. We're going to go quickly. Quick speed out, and he misses the ball. I want to go for it. I'm going for it. This is a Michael Mayer ball. Michael Mayer, thank you. First down. Just that quick turnaround by Michael Mayer. As Mike Davis is 20 for 30, 243 yards and 3 touchdowns. He is playing like an MVP right now as Alexander. I did not mean to call this play, but it looks like Ortega is going to be getting a free ball. Nope, going back to Michael Mayer. He's got back-to-back catches and back-to-back first downs. As Mike Davis is getting closer and closer to 206 or almost 300 yards soon. As I think we should probably start trying to let time tick off the clock here. And we're going to start slowing down with our play calls. Running up the middle will be Zamir White. He'll only get 2 yards out of that. We're going to try and run it here again. This time it's going to be Dylan Lauby. Get a quick drink in. If anyone's with Starry watching, please sponsor me. I'd love to make money off YouTube. You know, it'd be a fun thing to do before I go off to college. As Dylan Lauby gets a nice run, it's going to be 3rd and 2. As we've called halfback punch once for a loss of 3. I don't remember calling that, but evidently it was not a good play call. We're going to run halfback wham. Michael Mayer just needs to give a good enough block as Zamir White's going to be able to get the first down. Dylan Lauby checking back into this game as we try and remove as much time as we possibly can. We tried cutting it outside with Dylan Lauby. Was unable to get it to the outside to run it in for a touchdown as Zamir White comes back in. 1st and 10. As we are letting time run off this clock as Thornton. A terrible block job. And Zamir White might have only gotten back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10. Zamir White is going to go in motion. We are going to try and roll out with Mike Davis. Mike Davis has a touchdown! It's 30-21, pending an extra point, and Mike Davis is getting sturdy with it in the end zone. His line is loving it. Mike Davis is just able to run away from people, and that flip into the end zone is one of the sickest plays I think I've ever seen. Las Vegas is loving this kid. A.J. Cole to send this one back to the Chiefs as we used a lot of clock there, using up over half of the third quarter entirely just on that drive. Battle is going to hurdle people and somehow just keep spinning over bodies to get to the 32-yard line. And as we look at Rashid Rice, he has two very important catches, one on a long third down play and another one for a touchdown. A huge key for us would be to stop him in the second half, as it's going to be a screen pass, and we're going to tackle him. No, we won't. And oh my God. We had him tackled in the backfield, as it looks like Josh Simmons is now hurt. Holding at his back, he goes to the bench. As we literally had him. We had him, and then I was smashing the button, and it just didn't work. As that's going to be incomplete. Great defense by the rookie Wall. He has been a wall defensively. You've been unable to throw it against that young man. So we're going to come out and cover 6. 2nd and 10. And they're going to audible to something different. Move their 2 wide receivers over, and it's going to be thrown up the middle to Worthy. They're going to get the first down to the 35-yard line. We're going to try and send pressure here and hope somebody can get home on this play. It's 1st and 10. Rashid Rice coming in motion. It's going to be a pop pass. It's going to be Hollywood Brown that gets the pop pass, and we're going to bring him down for a loss of 3 at the 38-yard line. 2nd and 13. Travis Kelce's on the outside there, as they're going to throw it up the seam to him. A zone play that was not supposed to cover a seam route on that side. They go to a seam route. We're going to call an overload blitz, and we're going to try and get home. 1st and 10 from the 11-yard line. It's going to be a quick pass and immediately hit by Asante Samuel Jr. We're going to call the blitz that worked super well for us in the first half. 2nd and 8. We're going to send pressure, and it's just going to be lobbed over the head of Jeremy Chin. That does nothing to even react to that play. Like, if he would have jumped, he would have swatted it away. Or he could have picked it off, really. It was just a lob that barely went over his head. As we'll try and return this. It's back to being a 3-point game. 31-28. As we're going to try and tick down as much clock as we possibly can, as Green is going to get smothered at the 27-yard line. And we're coming back out. McAllister has found the field, as we are in a 4-receiver set. And Thornton is going to be wide open down the sideline as he comes down with that. Thornton, are we kidding? Thornton! If he stayed in bounds, which I think he did, that's an insane touchdown. One play, just like that. Bam! Touchdown! Holy cow! Thornton is having a monster game. A.J. Cole boots this one away, not boat. As we are going to bring down Royal at the 23-yard line. As Patrick Mahomes coming back onto the field fresh off a touchdown pass, but we are fresh off a monster touchdown of our own. It only took one play, and we're going to instantly blow up Worthy, who is holding something. Worthy is now hurt. His status is unknown at this point, as he is back onto the field, so he's okay. 2nd and 4 here. And we're going to break up that ball by ourselves. Way to go, Nakobe Dean. And just to make sure that ball could not be completed. 3rd and 4. The bells toll here in Las Vegas. 3rd and 4. Kelsey in motion. He will go back the other way. And it's going to be picked off by Walls. Walls wrestles it away from Rashid Rice. And he's got his first interception of his young, very young and infant NFL career. Walls just rips it away from Rashid Rice. Mike Davis coming back out onto the field, as we have had 2 monster interceptions of Patrick Mahomes today, as Zamir White with plenty of room to run. He's to the 29. Everything is falling apart for the Chiefs here, as this will be the final play of the 3rd quarter. After this run by Dylan Laube, that's going to get a gain of 3. It's the end of the 3rd quarter. There are 10 minutes to play. We have 2 huge interceptions of Patrick Mahomes on the day. The latest one by the rookie Walls. A steal in the draft. A man that I hadn't really even looked at and didn't even find him until the actual draft happened. He was not on my radar in the slightest. As I don't really know where I want to go with this ball. We're going to roll out with Mike Davis, and Mike Davis is running free down the sideline. He will go out at the 4. Mike Davis has been running rampant all year long. And against this Chiefs defense, it's nothing short of the same, as we're going quickly to Michael Mayer, who is going to be brought down just shy of a touchdown. He might have had it, but he stumbled just slightly. And we're going to try and give it to Zamir White at the 1-yard line. The run up the middle. Zamir White's got it. He breaks the plane. It's 45-28 in a game where we lost possibly our next best offensive piece for the season in Brock Bowers. We started the game without Jeanty. We lost Lauderdale in the, I believe, 1st quarter with injury. And now we have the Chiefs on the ropes in our home stadium. It's 1st and 10 from the 26. Kelsey comes in his little short motion where he goes back to his original spot. It's going to be a quick pass to Hollywood Brown, who breaks 1 tackle. He will be brought down at the 39-yard line. But there is not a whole lot of time to go around, as the Chiefs are hurrying back up to the line, wasting very little time. And that's going to be thrown up the seam, as a ridiculous catch by Worthy is made. Eric Stokes unable to punch it out, as that is truly an insane catch. 1st and 10 here from the 44-yard line. Kelsey in his short little stunt motion. A huge hit there. It's going to be only a gain of 3. I believe that hit was made by Asante. And we're going to call a buzz zone. We're going to try and stop them here. Allow them to get no further. As that's going to be thrown out wide. And that's going to be a 1st down to the 28. I think we have to send in a nice hard blitz here on 1st and 10. This looks like a run play. If this is a run play, it is not. It's a pass play, and they're going to have Rashid Rice wide open in the end zone. It's back to being a 10-point game as the play action pass works to perfection, especially with no safeties over the middle. This game is definitely not done yet. But if we can stall 3 minutes off the clock, it's very unlikely that they can get a touchdown and a field goal in that little time. Butker sends it off to Thornton, who has had a monster game. He has been the unsung hero for today's team. As Mike Davis coming back out onto the field, 23 of 33, 334 passing yards, and 4 touchdowns. We're going to come out on the first play. It's going to be a run play to Zamir White. We're going to run to the opposite side of their star defensive tackle, and Zamir White's going to get 3 yards out of that play. A nice first run of the drive. And now we're going to be operating inside of 6 minutes. Another give to Zamir White. He's going to get only 1 more yard out of that. Going to be 3rd and 6 as Jack Betch has one-on-one press. He has one-on-one press. Throwing it up. Jack Betch comes down with it! Mike Davis is almost to 400 passing yards on the day. Jack Betch with his latest dot being thrown to him. Mike Davis thought he almost overthrew that ball. An insane catch is going to be what preserves this drive. And we're knocking on the door of the red zone as that was Zamir White's 10th carry of the day. This is a ball that is either going to Michael Mayer or Ortega. I'm going to try and throw it over the middle, and it's picked off. I did not see True Tranquil sitting there. That is a huge monster mistake. The first mistake of the game. I should have just checked it down. And now we've given the Chiefs new life. At the 30-yard line is Mahomes. Kelsey going into a full motion across the field. It's going to be a quick check down pass to the tight end as they do not have time to let tick here. And they will hurry back up to the line. It will be a run play, and we're going to be able to drag him down just after getting the first. I don't know what is happening. I can't even see the play I'm calling as we're going to bring him down after a gain of 3. If they keep running hurry up like this, I understand they're getting up to the ball quickly, but they're not getting anywhere. As there's a check down to Rashee Rice, who has a monster play. But this is going to be close to the 2-minute warning. His pass commit here. We're into the same soft zone as it's a run play now. We're going to rally to Pacheco. And they're still just coming. Pass commit again. They're going to run the ball. We're going to bring Pacheco down before getting to the first down. And that will be the 2-minute warning. They can't hurry back up to the ball with the 2-minute warning. That's a timeout. It's a check down to Worthy. As they will finally call a timeout. I don't understand what that just was. As we're getting walked down here by the Chiefs. We're going to pass commit. 1st and 10 from the 16. Mahomes is going to throw it. It's going to be caught. It's going to be at the 7-yard line for 2nd and 1. We're dialing up a blitz. I'm dialing up that 0 blitz. I'm going to double down on everything that I know about not doing in Madden, pass committing and blitzing in the red zone. Especially 2nd and 1. They don't have the luxury, as that's going to be caught. Worthy spins off as he's got 130 yards on the day. Man coverage, please, please, please. I don't know who I'm on or what I'm doing. We are blitzing again. Just Please, get home. Somebody get home. Get home. Get home. That's going to be caught and held onto by Worthy. It's now a 3-point game, and we just allowed this to become a lot more interesting. As I believe they have to onside this. As all we have to do is get one first down, and it's over. I'm torn labrum or... Oh my god, the whole team is dropping like flies. The whole team is dropping like flies. You've got to be kidding me. We're going to be on Bender. It's going to be scooped up by the fullback, Alexander. He gets rocked at the 41-yard line. We're going to come out looking to pass this ball. All we have to do is get 10 yards and this game is over. Throwing it to Thornton, who steps out of bounds. That's not what we needed. I needed Thornton to kind of stay in bounds there. That was a little bit important. Davis is going to take off and run with it. He will be brought down in bounds, and that is what's going to end the game. We can kneel it on from there. And I'll see you in this post game so we can evaluate all the fucking injuries that we've had from today's game. As we're going to come away with a 45-42 win over the Kansas City Chiefs. It did not need to be that interesting, but a late interception by Mike Davis allowed it to become that. Mahomes, 5 touchdowns. He had 6 total incompletions. 2 of them were picks. Running the ball, Mike Davis led the way. We had the top 3 rushers in terms of yards. Receiving the ball, Thornton was number 1. Then it goes Worthy and Rice. Jack Betch just ahead of Kelsey. Brock Bowers had a couple huge catches before his season-ending injury. Alex Lauderdale left early in this game. And Michael Mayer was huge for us when we needed him. Ortega had that one nice catch, tried targeting him a couple times, which one of them led to an interception. Defensively, if we look at the Raiders, we only got home once. That was a Darrell Baker sack, but a couple huge tackle for losses. And 2 interceptions, the first of Michael Wall's career, and the first of the season for Jeremy Chin. We got our first couple turnovers of today's game for the season. In the postgame, Alex Lauderdale will get an upgrade. We will make him a playmaking archetype receiver. He gets a lot of bonuses. And then the young rookie safety, we will be giving him a hybrid upgrade. He is up to a 76 overall. And he is just 20-some snaps away from figuring out his dev trait. He has been great for us on the season. Now, we do have 2 injuries. Brock Bowers is out for the season. We will place him on injured reserve. That has ended Brock Bowers' season. Darren Porter and Ashton Jeanty will be back in 2 weeks. Isaiah Simmons and Trent Simpson are still farther away. And we will be signing a new tight end when we come back for next week. I'm going to adjust these injury sliders because there's no reason why we should have so many guys go out in one game. It's been ridiculous over these past couple of weeks. As we sit at 3-2, next week we will have the Los Angeles Chargers, who are 1-4. We'll also have the Chargers when Jeanty comes back in week 8. Looks like the Chargers are a popular destination. We're going to have all of our division games out by week 7. As we've gotten slightly better defensively over the past couple weeks. We'll try and stop one of the best pass defenses in all of football next week. We'll also have a receiver breakout. Oh, Mike Davis has an upgrade for winning Player of the Week. We'll get him up to a 75 overall by giving him an improviser upgrade. And he has unlocked his first tight out would be great if we still had Brock Bowers. But Brock Bowers, unfortunately, will no longer be with us for the season. As a matter of fact, we now need to go sign another tight end. As our tight end replacement, we're bringing in Taysom Hill, who I actually want to see what his stats were like last year. He was a fairly good receiver for them last year. In terms of rushing, he didn't have any rushing yards. And the super utility player, like the fact that he was used as a quarterback at times, a starting quarterback, is objectively kind of hilarious. He just does everything. He's a do-it-everything. I might even have him return kicks for me. We'll see. But bringing in a veteran tight end to replace Brock Bowers should help out this locker room a lot, which the morale is starting to rise on this team. As Alex Lordale has officially become the wide receiver 2 on this roster. And Ashton Jeanty is still going to be out one more week with the dislocated knee. So he will actually be back for the Vikings game, which is huge, huge, huge information for us, as we will probably need him for that game. But as of now, this is where we are going to depart for today's episode of Raiders Franchise. Thank you so much for watching. I'll have to adjust injury slider sometime, and I'll see you next time when we play our first game against the Los Angeles Chargers.